Good evening, everybody. I'm Pierre Roberge, the Daily Trader. It is June 18th, and we are going to take a look at Tesla stock from a technical analysis perspective, analyzing the chart that the price makes every single day. I am not a financial advisor, so please do your own research, make your own decisions. So Tesla is coming so close to breaking the resistance that we have. So close. We closed at 623.33, up 6.73, up 1%. Post market, we seem to be down 9 cents. So basically, yes, look at this here. This is the resistance. We tried to cross it once, twice, 3 times, and now we are trying for the 4th time to cross it. So the resistance is at 624, and look at this, we closed just below at 623 and 33. So nice green candle today. This is the 3rd green candle that we have had. We are in a congestion zone. So we are congested between support at 595 and resistance at 624. So the stock right now is legitimately allowed to play within these 2 lines. So it's very hard to predict what is going to happen. You can say, well, once it touches 595, it's time to buy. You can say that. And once it goes up to 624, it's time to sell. So you can play it that way: buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. But then eventually, this is my thinking, because we are in a ascending triangle. This is a triangle, boom, boom, boom. You know, this is like a triangle, and it's an ascending triangle because we have this this diagonal line. It's ascending. It's ascending on one part and it's flat on the other part. If it was like this, this would be a, well, in French we have a different word for that, but this is basically a equal triangle. This is how I would translate it from French literally. I don't know if it makes sense in English, but basically this is a unidirectional triangle. We don't know where the stock will come out of that. This is an ascending triangle. This is a descending triangle. With a descending triangle, the stock is supposed to go down. It's not always true. But right now we have here a ascending triangle, and we have a big descending triangle right here. So so this part here, let me just have my little pen. Okay, so this is a descending triangle. Descending because this part is descending and this part is flat here. So yeah. So, but still, my feeling is still that the stock is going to come out of 624 at some point, because let's face it, Tesla, a lot of great things are happening for Tesla. People have lost faith a little bit in the past couple of months, but in terms of the fundamentals of the company is making more and more money each time. They have more free cash flow. They have 2 gigafactories that are going to be ready eventually to produce cars. They sell all of the cars that they make. Yes, there are other automakers that are selling electric cars also. Yes, there is competition, but this is normal stuff. When you create a new market, the EV market, when you create it at first, you are the only one. And you have no competition, or almost none. So you have a big share of the market. So wow, this is fantastic. We have a big share of the market. But at the same time, the market is not validated. It's a tiny market. It's a very tiny market because there's only one company in it, so not a lot of people can purchase that. And when other competitors see, oh boy, this company is making money. There is a market. They are selling everything that they can build. We want a part of it, so other competitors come in. So this is how things work, and it's fine. So Tesla's share of the market will decrease every single year, but because the size of the whole market is getting bigger and bigger, the net revenue and the revenues that Tesla is going to get from its diminishing share will be bigger anyway. So I don't buy this this competitor argument at all, and I would dare to say that Tesla is still the leader in terms of its technology. If you think about a roadster that will be able to drive 620 miles on a charge, that's pretty fantastic. If you look at the Plaid Model S that can do 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds or something like that, it's pretty impressive without a transmission like the Porsche Taycan has. So all in all, there's a lot of good things that are going on with Tesla, and the stock is pretty low for the potential of this company. Voilà. So this is my fundamental part. I don't use the fundamental part to decide what to buy and when to buy, but it's nice to know that it's there. So so now we are on the top of the congestion zone, as I mentioned, at 624, and look at this. 624 is such a great resistance because the stock, look at the body of the stock. We closed here at the bottom. We opened at the bottom and we closed at the top. Boom, right smack almost of the resistance. So basically 624 has been validated time and time again, and it has been validated today also. Let's go to the 1 hour chart to see if there's something else we can understand that we cannot see during the daily chart. So basically this morning was right here. So we had the nice little jump here, and we were pulling back. And we pulled back, and I did this intraday support. This should be green. I'm sorry. I apologize. So this should be green. So basically, we did a little jump here, and we had a pullback, and the pullback. Let me see. So this is 9:30. So this morning we used that support, also used it on the 2nd hour, and then the 3rd hour was when we broke even out of 624. We went up to 625.37. So we broke it intraday. This is what the wick on the daily chart means, that the price went above and then we closed back into it. So this is what happened here during the 1 hour chart. We can see exactly what happened. So we broke out of it here with this big green candle with a nice volume here, another nice volume here, and then we had a little bit of a pullback, and then this next to last candle of the day has a big wick at the bottom, showing that there's lots of buying pressure, and we have a slightly higher candle finishing the day. And if you notice, I painted the 200 period moving average. So here, this blue line is the moving average for it's a 200-hour moving average. And if I go back to here, it is a 200-day moving average. So some people like to look at moving averages like this. I personally used moving averages in the past a lot. I used to use a 727 exponential moving averages, and I would buy when the 7 would cross the 27 and vice versa. Then I started using MACD, which is in fact pretty much the same calculation of two moving averages. So I tend to prefer MACD instead of two moving averages. But then the 200-day moving average is a way to indicate a larger trend. So if I pull back here, when the stock is above the 200-day moving average, it's well, the stock is bullish. So bullish here all this time, and here around May 13th, the stock became bearish a little bit, but it did not last. It became bearish also underneath the 200-day moving average on June 3rd. So you see how this moving average is just a broad indicator, because it would not have been a good idea to sell here, because the stock is below the 200-day moving average. It's time to sell. Well, yeah, you could have sold for a couple of days, but then boom, 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 it went back up. So I feel like purchasing something based on moving averages alone is not very good. You need to look at other things, and even then, I don't think I prefer using these indicators that I have here. So, but I think I'm gonna leave the 200-day moving average there, because as one commenters pointed out, it gives an interesting understanding of the overall trend of the market. So I think that's a very valid point. So this is why I'm gonna leave it here. So let's look at the indicators before starting our weekend. So stochastic is inching higher. So we were here at 79 on June 14th, and now we are at 81. So stochastic is inching even higher. MACD still very nice, and soon crossing over positive for the two lines. The DMI, which I like a whole lot, the DMI is getting closer and closer. So we are very close to having the stock, in my opinion, just launch itself. I don't know when that will happen, but we are getting close to breaking 624, very, very close. So this can happen next week. It's very possible that it happens next week. It's also possible that the stock comes down one last time before doing something like this, and then maybe doing something like this afterwards. Of course, we have the earnings call that is going to be, I guess, August 4th. So will the stock move before then? It's possible. Sometimes stocks move before there's an announcement, and sometimes it waits for an announcement. So it's hard to call. But basically, at the end of June, we are going to get from Tesla some information about the number of cars that they sold, and based on that information, that can get the stock moving also. And there are some other things that can get the stock moving that we can never know about. This is why I like to do technical analysis, because if you only listen to the news, you need to have all of the news to be able to, and well, first you need to have access to all of the news, and then you need to understand what will be the effect of each individual piece of news, because you can have some news that are positive, some news that are negative. Okay, so what will be the impact then on the stock? Will it go up or will it go down? You have some news that are positive and others that are negative. So it's so hard to try to figure out how a piece of news will impact the market. There are so many things that we don't know about a company, and also about the buyers themselves. There are institutions, there are billionaires that might be buying Tesla. and they might not advertise it. So how do we know? This is why I think that instead of chasing all the pieces of information and trying to predict something, we just need to look at the stock and see the patterns. Like, oh, the stock was going down for 4 straight months, and now it seems to be going up, and it seems to be trending up now. Let's just hop on that trend, even though we don't understand completely what is making that trend go. And I had a teacher on technical analysis in 1991, and this teacher was telling me, if you want to be smart about the stock market, you will remain poor. If you don't want to understand why the stock moves and everything, then you can be rich. So basically, this is what I am trying to apply. So that's it for me this week. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. I read all of your comments. Thank you for subscribing. I produce a video every single day about Palantir and Tesla and maybe Bitcoin. Maybe, I don't know. We have a Patreon account. We have a Discord server, and we have a TradingView affiliate link. So I'm going to wish you a great weekend. We are going to talk on Monday, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.